let's see how much broccoli I can harvest today. I'm also going to show you how I wash my vegetables, which is not something I typically do, but when we've been harvesting broccoli on an as-needed basis, we've ended up with quite a lot of cabbage worms on our dinner plate. Before we get into it, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more health and homesteading content. Now, there is a reason why I usually don't wash my vegetables, and that's because, especially from getting them at the grocery store, if it's a little bit of dirt, that's not going to hurt us. And if you're trying to get off any residuals of like chemicals or sprays, that's not going to do anything because that has been immersed within the roots of the plant itself, and within the inside of the produce. Perhaps that will change one day as they add more weird stuff to the outside of our fruit and vegetables, but for now, I rarely wash my plants. But it is fairly unappetizing to eat my homegrown veggies with caterpillars. So I'm going to show you my secret to that. First, let's see what kind of harvest I have. I've got this patch of broccoli. I've got this patch of broccoli. Notice how it's not perfect. Some are a little overdone. This is a bunch of Brussels sprouts forming in there. See if I have anything else in here. It looks like a little cabbage. Some more cabbage tucked in there. So let's see what we got. Oh, that's all right. You want to try a little bite?
Oh, yeah.
I'll eat part of the stem.
No. I like stone.
You like stem? Oh, I didn't know.
It's my favorite part.
I had no idea. I'll get you a little stem. Here's one with more stem on it.
Thank you.
When harvesting broccoli, I'll just harvest the top like this because the plant will put out little tiny broccolinis along the side.
Can I cut this big one?
Sure.
How do you do this?
Good job.
Oh.
Stink bug, you are not coming with us. All right. This is a cabbage worm, and this is what we've been eating with our steamed broccoli on many of nights.
Cute. Can I see it?
You want to feed that to the chicken? Will you play with them?
Bubbles.
Oh, Bubbles. Yeah, bring him up to
Bubbles
Bubbles.
needs food.
I have got so much broccoli here to process. I'm going to show you exactly how I would clean it, although honestly I don't know if I will have time to clean all of it because it is such a ginormous bounty and harvest. But I'm going to show you how I do it because on a smaller scale, if you had 2 or 3 heads of broccoli, this would be perfect. First thing I'm going to do is cut it all up into the pieces that I want to wash, and then I'm going to freeze it and then freeze dry it later. Currently my freezer space is really packed tight, so I really don't even have space to freeze this broccoli. So I am going to freeze dry it, which will give me an opportunity to show you how to use that. But I am going to go ahead and chop it into smaller pieces. I'm going to submerge it into this big bowl of water, and then I'm going to use this really cool machine. It is an ozone generator. And what this does, it actually does a lot of different things, is it's going to remove any toxins. There's no toxins on my broccoli because I sprayed it. It can kill bacteria, And if there's any little bugs crawling in there, it's gonna force them to rise to the surface. So let's see what we can find. So here is an up close view of the ozone machine. And this would be such a great birthday or holiday gift for anyone that is health conscious. We've used it for so many different things. You can remove toxins, sterilize medical equipment, remove foul smells. It's an oxygen sterilizer, kills bacteria, preserves freshness. And I'll tell you, we have had some really stinky closets and furniture and things that we have zapped with ozone, and it's totally taken the smell out. You can also oxygenate your bath water, and that has a bunch of health benefits if you need increased oxygen. Just as an example, not to get too far into it, but cancer cannot thrive in an oxygenated state. And so ozone is actually a great cancer treatment in a variety of different ways. And to turn it on, you just press the button and pick which setting you want to choose. So I'm just gonna do the 5-minute one. I'm gonna put this in here, the little bubbler. All right, the ozone has finished, and so let's take a look and see what the broccoli looks like and what's left behind. It is at this step that I'm taking all the broccoli that I've cleaned or cut up and putting it onto some sheet pans for freezing. And I would do this even if I wasn't freeze drying. I do have a video on my favorite way to freeze vegetables, and it includes this step. But this is also going to help in my freeze dryer as well. Look at the color of this water, first of all. And if you're wondering why it could be this color, it's because there are a bunch of tiny, tiny little bugs, aphids, scale in here, and they poop. And when they poop, they will add this sticky substance to your plant of what's called sooty mold. So we've got some miscellaneous little flies in here. It looks like some tiny little worms. Some just like broccoli, parts of the broccoli head, but just much cleaner broccoli came out of this. I think I was able to pull out most of the larger caterpillars as I was piecing it all apart. After I've cleaned up my broccoli, I can place it on trays just like this in order to freeze and then store. Once you clean and cut your broccoli, you can then chop it up and store it in the freezer, or you can freeze dry it or dehydrate it. There's so many other ways, and I'll show you in some more videos. I hope you enjoyed watching how much broccoli I harvested and how I was able to clean this broccoli and get rid of all kinds of nasty stuff. If you did feel like you enjoyed this video, please like it below and subscribe to my channel for more homesteading content, and look forward to videos on freeze drying, and check out my video on how to freeze your veggies.